Hi everyone and welcome back. So today I decided to build a mid-century modern home in Oasis Springs, which is one of my favorite worlds to build in. It has two of my favorite build styles, mid-century modern and Spanish colonial. So yeah, let's dive into this speed build. So I knew that I wanted to do a semi-reasonable home. It's definitely not on a budget or a limited pack build whatsoever, but it is only 2 bedrooms, so my thought process here was, maybe two roommates live here, a family with a teen. So I would say it's either like a family with a teen or a roommate situation, only because there's definitely not space for a child. I did not put any child decor in here at all. No child items, nothing. But yeah, so my favorite part about this style is playing with the shapes. So mid-century, there's a lot of angles and there's a lot of shape to the builds. So I decided to do this little carport on the side. Even though there's no cars in The Sims, I still like to bring it out and play around with it a little bit, just because it's not in there doesn't mean that you can't use your imagination for it. So building this carport, it was so much fun, and I thought I added a lot of visual interest to the build. I added in a lot of like exterior trim and stuff like that. My biggest pet peeve with this game is none of the wood swatches match. Not a single brown in this game matches. I don't know what they think. It's what they're doing. So thank you guys for that. I've been really sick this week, so I decided the other night to put on one of my favorite movies, The Great Gatsby, and I sat there and I just built. So I literally was like, all right, I'm gonna give myself the allotment time of this movie to finish this build, because I truly, like, it could take me like 7 days to finish a build, or I could build in 20 minutes. This build ended up being the full 2-hour movie, and I'm still not obsessed with it. So that's really fun. I don't know, like, so one of my biggest things with myself is that when I'm building, I look back at it and I'm like, oh, I would have changed that. I would have changed this. And I just wish that, like, I didn't feel that way. So there's nothing I can really do about it now. I am very proud of this build, though. I think it turned out really well, and just like the whole storyline with it is so fun. So I was just sitting there sick as shit, building a mid-century modern house to make me feel better, because I was like, I need to feel better here. One of my favorite things is this back patio section. It's a very, very small patio, but the way I did the roofing was so fun. I know I saw it on a TikTok somewhere. I'm not entirely positive who posted it, but I saw it and I was like, I love this. So basically, you just match up the roof lines, and it gets rid of the wall piece that's attached to the roof, because it's 2 separate pieces. That, to me, it looks so cool to have like a cool little bump out, but the roof line all matches. I was like, this is my favorite part of this build, which is so stupid because it's so simple, but it's the little things in life. Yeah, you can definitely hear in my voice that I'm like super congested, and I have been for literally 3 days, and it makes me so upset. I hate being sick. When I'm sick, I literally turn into a big baby. I literally need like constant water. I need soup. I need all the medicine in the world. I literally am terrible when I'm sick. I get so annoying, and I refuse to let anyone forget that I'm sick. I will constantly remind you. I'm texting all my friends every day. I feel like shit. I'm just letting them know that I don't feel good, and that is the truth that I live. So I'm sorry to everyone that I annoy when I am sick, but I don't care. So yeah, I truly love this build. I put a lot of color in it. To me, I would say my personal like style aesthetic when it comes to like home design and home decor is very like Y2K meets mid-century modern. I love mid-century modern pieces and then a lot of Y2K decor. So like think like Lindsay Lohan's on the wall. We have butterflies. Like I love it. One of my favorite parts of this was matching the colors, actually. So it's a very vibrant home. I will say that. This is not a grayish home. This is not a beige home. This is a colorful ass home. And I love that. I love color. I want my personal space to look like a rainbow literally threw up on it. And that might be the gay in me. I don't know what it is. All I know is I love it. I love color. I love when it's so vibrant and fun. I think it just like adds whimsy to the house. And I think it just shows like the personality behind it. This living room is probably my favorite living room I've ever done. I'm not even exaggerating. So I've actually done this type of living room before, and I did this exact style, and I literally loved it. It was one of my favorite homes I ever built. It was actually one of my first homes I ever built when I first started playing back in 2014. I love it. It's so fun. The wallpaper is very funky. Don't worry, it doesn't stay on the whole house. I do end up changing it. But it does stay on a couple of the walls because I was like, this home is going to be funky as shit. I want color everywhere. And that's exactly what we did. So the kitchen and dining is very blue and yellow, whereas the living room is very orange and green. So one of my favorite concepts when it comes to mid-century modern is the color blocking aspect. So orange and green was huge in mid-century modern decor, especially in the 70s. So one of my favorite things to do was to do this together. There's not a single good TV in this house either. I only put the ones with the antennas. It's not by any means an actual real life type home, but to me, I felt like it fit the aesthetic the best. So that's what I decided to put in. There's a lot of closets as well. I really enjoy the closets in this game, and I wish that more packs came with closets. So that's something that I am always rooting for. Please add more closet Sims team. That's really what we want. But yeah, I love this little half wall situation with the sunken living room. A sunken living room was huge in mid-century modern. They always had a conversation pit, and in my ideal home, there will be a conversation pit. And will it have a purple couch? Yes. Will it have butterfly pillows? Yes. It is going to be literally the mixture of my two favorite aesthetics, and that's all I could ask for. I want like iridescent, like glass around the fireplace. Like, I am so excited to design my own home. It's one of my absolute dreams in life is to just like customize my own home. Like, I'm so excited. I literally can't wait. I think I fell in love with building when I was younger. So I would say, like, when I first started playing The Sims, that's truly all I did. Like, I really was not a gameplay type person. So I started with The Sims 3. So I got The Sims 3 when I was about 10. And so I've been playing literally ever since, and I'm 25 now. So I've been playing The Sims for 15 years. That's actually absurd. I've always been a builder. I love building. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do. I just find it so therapeutic. And one of my favorite things is to like match decor pieces together and mix and match styles, really. I feel like that's like a true testament to who I am as a person, is mixing different styles. There's so many different styles that I love. So mix and matching them in The Sims is literally my forte. I love it. Yeah, so I put the shag carpet in the bedrooms, but not everywhere else because it was like way too much. I ended up changing that because I was like, I want to put rugs down. And one of my biggest pet peeves is putting rug on top of rug. I hate it. I hate it. It bothers me to my core. Like, there's something that like erupts out of me that just like, I'm furious. No. So I immediately changed it because I was like, I want to put funky rugs in here. I don't want it to just be the shag carpet. So I ended up changing it. Yeah, so now you'll see here, I'm just decorating some bathrooms. I did literally the exact same style in both, just different color schemes. Again, one of my favorite things to do with mid-century modern is play around with color. That's honestly something I like to do in every build, is playing around with color and mix and matching color. So in this home, I would say the main colors is going to be blue, yellow, green, and orange. I loved playing into that. This bed from Get Famous, when I tell you, is literally my favorite bed to ever exist. If I could own this bed in real life, I would. And I think I'm gonna get it custom made. Like, I am obsessed. I would say, like, out of all of the packs that we have in The Sims, the best for mid-century modern design is definitely Get Famous. It's definitely Bowling Stuff, and honestly, Dream Home Decorator. So Dream Home Decorator is more of like one of those like low-key sort of vibes. You wouldn't really expect it, but it works. So a lot of their pieces are very in that vein of like, all right, this is like a mid-century modern piece. Love. Yeah, so in this bedroom, I kind of did like a partition wall. I thought about doing a half wall, and then I realized that I had to do it on the grid, and I fucking hate the grid. So we said, fuck the grid, we are gonna do our own thing. And honestly, I didn't really mind that you could see behind the TV and behind the stand. I felt like that was like, all right, it is what it is. But yeah, I wanted to have like a separate sort of like living space in this master bedroom here. I consider this one the master bedroom just because of the way that I decorated it. Obviously, you can choose to live in the other room. But yeah, I wanted to add like a little sitting area just because it felt like there was only one real nice sitting area in the rest of the house, and this felt like secluded. If you have like a couple that lives here, or if you have like one sim that has a roommate, or whatever it may be, they have their own space to come and sit and relax and really just put their feet up. I put as many skill items in this house as I possibly could. I was like, I am doing this shit. I don't care. We are loading it up. Listen, if there's one thing about me with Sims gameplay is that I don't leave the house, which is very opposite of me in real life. Like, I'm always out and about, except for work, because I work from home. I'm a full-time social media manager, and so my job is fully remote. During the week, I do not leave the house. Do not ask me to do anything. Do not ask me to leave. I am rotting in my room. But on the weekends, all bets are off. I am out and about, girl. I am doing the damn thing. I am going out. I'm having fun, hitting the town with the girls. You know how it is. I'm the total opposite in The Sims. My Sims never leave the house. I will keep them hostage. I always immediately will get your sim has not had any social interaction for 24 hours, or your sim has not left the home. I don't leave the house. I put every skill item I possibly can, and I guess it's like a testament to how I was as a kid when I played. Like, I never let them leave the house. I put every single skill item in the house. Everything. Like, they had everything that they could possibly need. I just, like, in The Sims 4, I hate the loading screens, and it's so tedious. So, like, I'll have, like, one outing a day. Maybe, max. Unless they have work, and then it's like, girl, you are staying inside for the week. Like, you're not moving. It is what it is. I really loaded this house with a lot of skill building items. I was like, you know what? We're doing it. We are adding it. We're doing the damn thing. Another issue I ran into with building this house. So I downloaded mods for the first time. I have never once played with mods. I have strictly been a vanilla player my whole life. Except for, all right, so towards the end of my Sims 3 career, I started using a lot of Alpha CC. So I always had the high heels. That was my favorite thing ever. I needed the high heels. I needed the good hair. I needed the slutty outfits. That was it though. That was like the max. I did not do any mods. I didn't really do any other sort of CC. I was always on the Sims resource, getting all the high heels. I loved them. I miss those high heels. I miss them so much. They were my favorite thing ever, but my Mac just couldn't handle it. So I've been playing The Sims 4 since 2014 when it first came out. I have literally never once played with a mod. I have never played with a mod. I've never played with CC in here. Not once. So I recently downloaded it because I wanted MCC Command Center, and I really wanted, the UI cheats and stuff like that. So I went through and I downloaded these things, and I have been struggling with move objects. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know how to fix it. I think I need to look into the mods that I have and really like dive deep into it. Honestly, the reason why I also downloaded MCC Command Center is because I wanted the MC Woohoo, because I wanted to have Risky Woohoo on at all times, because I think that's so fun for my gameplay. So I actually do have a Let's Play on my channel called Messing with My Sims Life. We follow Hunter and her BFF Janae, and when I tell you these girls are getting into some fucking chaos, I am ruining their lives, I think. But it's okay, because it's all gonna work out at the end. There's gonna be a happy ending. Do not fret. Do not worry. But I wanted Risky Woohoo. I wanted to play with that. I wanted to have fun with it. I just have never really been a gameplay type person. I get so bored of the gameplay. So I'm trying my hardest to get out of that and really push myself to be the best. So we'll see. I'm hoping that people are enjoying the chaos. I know I am. It's really terrible, but I swear I'm not trying to ruin their lives. Some of the decisions are made on their own, so I'm not the only bad decision maker here, okay? Take that up with Hunter and Janae. Thank you. Honestly, it really is me, because I turned off the autonomy where they choose their own thing. They don't do that. It's all me. But that's okay. I really had fun cluttering this place up. I loved putting shit everywhere. I am such a clutter bug. You can see behind me. Like, I have clutter everywhere. If there's an inch of wall showing, I'm covering it. I hate the minimalist aesthetic. It is so not me. Like, I am such a maximalist to the core. It is disgusting almost. Like, my friends will walk in my room and there's like, where's the wall? Babe, she left a long time ago. I don't know where she went, but she's gone. So you're just gonna have to deal with it, babes. I don't know what to tell you. I really had a lot of fun with this build and playing with the color and the different vibes and different aesthetics of it. This backyard might be one of my favorite things to ever exist. Truly outdid myself with this backyard. I love it. I love this jungle adventure tile. I cannot stress enough the importance of owning Jungle Adventure if you are a builder. The build items in that pack are absolutely insane. Like, you cannot, there's no getting around it. Like, you need it. You really do. I truly think it has some of the best build buy in the entire game, and I actually stand by that statement. I tried using the debug. I downloaded the organized debug mod, and I don't know how to use it. So I need to figure that out. I tried getting a fake car. I couldn't find it. So in the end, I ended up using the toy car and I just sized it up a bunch. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. This is what we're doing. I rattled my brain trying to figure this out. I really did. And I got so tired. And it honestly might be my fog brain from being sick, why I couldn't figure this mod out, but whatever. We will figure it out later. It's a later issue. It's not a now issue. So yeah, I ended up just sizing up the car because I was like, you know what? Same shit. You can't use it anyway, so you might as well just make it look fine. I couldn't handle it. I really couldn't. Oh my God, I really was scrolling. I was scrolling so much. I was like, I will find this fucking shit. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't find my favorite debug car in Cottage Living, and I said, you know what? That's it. We're done. We're done here. And now I'm looking for those fucking stones in debug and I couldn't find them. I was like, where the fuck are you? Where are these things? I don't understand this mod. I am so confused by it. I thought it was supposed to organize it by name. Couldn't find shit. I could not find shit. I was so fucking confused. It literally made no sense to me. So I said, you know what? It is what it fucking is. I even closed the game. I literally fucking closed the game. I said, you know what? We're going to restart this. We're going to try it out. Nothing fucking worked. So my little stones gone. God, that's a bad idea. It was a bad idea anyway to begin with. You'll see, I'm literally searching. I was sweating at this point, literally fucking sweating. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I said, you know what? We're going to try this. Looked like shit. Oh my God. I really went through debug a million times. That's so awful. I really struggled. I was really struggle bus. And when I couldn't find it, I said, you know, we are just going to go with this rug. This rug looks like a stone. So I said, you know what? This is gorgeous. Perfect. Just what I need. And you know what? This is what we went with. We went with the rug because it was easier than anything else. And in the back, instead of doing the squares, so on this lot in Oasis Springs, it's on a sort of mountain cliff thing. So the terrain doesn't fully flatten. So I said, you know what? Ooh, let's use the circles. And so I did a cute little circle path leading up from the driveway to the backyard. And I thought it turned out so cute. I loved playing with the different sizes. It just adds a lot of visual interest to the outside that wasn't very interesting. Especially because there's no landscaping here. So since there's no landscaping, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So obviously I put cacti everywhere, but I was like, I need to add visual interest in other ways as well. Now, these trees, if you get Strangerville for one reason and one reason only, it is these trees. I love the Joshua trees. They are so cute. They're literally so cute. So actually, one of my favorite styles of landscaping I think I found is a desert style. I love mix and matching the cacti, and I love putting in rocks and different textures and stuff like that. I think it looks so cool. And so I lined up the driveway with these little tiny cacti and then the Joshua trees all over the place. I just think this is one of the most visually appealing landscapings I've ever done. I'm awful at landscaping. I do the same thing every time. So for me, this was really fun to kind of break out of that mold and really try something new and push myself to do something a little bit different than I normally would have. So I love it. I literally love it so much. And yeah, so we're just finishing up the landscaping out back and just putting in some final touches and really just putting together the finishing pieces of this build. So let's actually pop into the game and I'm gonna give you a tour. So you first come up and there's this little walkway that I made with the stone rug. So when you first come in, you see over here we have the entryway table. You come directly into the dining room, which I'm obsessed with the way this aesthetic looks. I know it looks really busy, but I think it works. And the colors really match well together. So then over here we have the kitchen, which I really cluttered up, and I love that I did that. So this right here is the free counter that you can use to cook. We have a stand mixer, we have a coffee pot, we have a sink. There's even a dishwasher in the island. So then looking over here, we have little bookcases right here. We have the desk. I didn't clutter up the desk. I felt like it looked cleaner that way and it looked nice. I'm obsessed with this computer. I actually don't think I've ever used this computer, but I think it fits the vibe, like kind of like that semi-futuristic sort of vibe from the 60s. Now we get into the sunken living room, which I love this. I love the colors. I think it is busy, but it works. I put some decor over here, a little record player. Love these curtains from For Rent. I think they are so fun. A lot of patterns. It's very busy, but I think it matches. I think it works. And then you have a little closet over here in the hallway and a tiny hallway to get into either bedroom. So the first bedroom of the house is the guest bedroom. I think it looks so good in here. I love the color scheme of the light blue matched with like the peachy color of the wall. So I kept the shag carpet in here. I felt like it fit the aesthetic very well. It is a humongous bedroom. I realized after the fact that I made huge bedrooms, but it's okay. And then in here we have the bathroom, simple, just some light clutter. And then in the other bedroom, we have over here is the actual like bedroom space. A dresser, a bookcase with a TV on top, the closet over here. And then back here, you'll see that we have this little living room space, which I love it. And then I cluttered up a lot of the bookcases right here. So you'll see over here, we have a little paint and then the easel. And then lastly, we have the final bathroom. So it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And then off of the main bedroom, you have the back patio. So in the back patio, I put a little tiny grill. This probably will catch your house on fire. I'm sorry about that. And 2 little garden pots. And then we have a decent sized pool, I would say. It's not huge, but it's not really small. It has a diving board and it also has a water feature that you can see here. So like the water comes out. So then your Sims can lay out over here. And then they have this little path that leads over to the driveway that has another sliding glass door into the house over there. That is the final build. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this build as much as I enjoyed building it. This will definitely not be my final mid-century modern build. It's the first of many, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So if you did, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys next time.